Good morning, happy Sunday, welcome back. My name is JC if you haven't seen my face before. Today's video is another weekly reading vlog. Let's get this day started. So clearly I just woke up. This hair, very much looking like it's been slept in and not touched since. It's a later problem. It's currently 8 a.m. and last night I went ahead and made a to-do list for myself of things that I want to get done this morning. Essentially today's the day for AFC, NFC football championships. It's the games determining who goes to the Super Bowl. So I want to just have everything that I want to get done by then so that I can just sit on my couch, read, and watch the games in peace without like stressing of things that I need to get done. I feel like we all have a list of things that we kind of do every weekend to reset, whether it's grocery shopping, habit trackers, just prepping for the new week of laundry, whatever it is. We have that list. So let's go ahead and get started on it. Let's see what I want to do first. Okay, so the only thing on my list that requires me to leave the house is grocery shopping. So I feel like that's the first thing that we should do. So that way, everything else that I need to do is just on my computer. And in case, time runs late and the game started, at least I can just be on the couch on my computer doing that. So I'm gonna put on not pajamas, throw on a hat, and let's go get some groceries.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change.
Okay, obviously I'm home. Oh, cool. So I spent $40. Love that for me. I just got some random things for some meals and then just like breakfast, snacks, things like that. So bagels and cream cheese is a go-to in my household. And then I got some stuff for a taco recipe. It's like a slaw ground turkey type of thing. It's divine. We love it. Got some green peppers because I feel like that is always going in to different like black bean, like taco enchilada type recipes. So staple to have. And the ground turkey. These, oh my god. Also the last one there, and they look so good. So I'm excited to eat like 5 of those today. There's the coleslaw part of it, some green onions. Oh, I did get milk. Great. I also got some taquitos. These are just like a staple to have. I find myself definitely wanting them more often. I got some heavy whipping cream because I go to add like foam and stuff to my iced or hot coffee. And then like it never actually foams because I'm just trying to whip up creamer and like it just doesn't foam. But when you add heavy cream, it does. I got some ice cream. I was craving blueberry muffins and I have bananas and I love like eating blueberry muffins like with sliced bananas and the bites. Divine. And then the milk. So that is what I got. I just knew for sure I wanted to have the tacos, and then I already have stuff here for a like steak bowl, like a chipotle bowl is what I call it, and then a lot of stuff for like the black bean, like enchiladas, taco mix stuff. So I feel like I'm actually going to be set for most of the week because of other stuff I have, which would be great if I only had to spend $40 this week on groceries. But we'll see. Okay, I feel good that I got that out of the way, and that's the only thing I had to leave my house for. So I'm back. I'm going to check on some work stuff right now. It's currently 9:22. As you guys probably saw, I grabbed this to drink right now. At least that way it's like 30 grams of protein, a little something to fuel me right now while I do some work. And then I'll figure out the next thing on my actual to-do list that we'll do. Okay, so it's currently 10:45 and I just finished everything I wanted to this morning. So I'm feeling so good and accomplished. Like I just sat down, focused, and did it. So I only had 6 things written down that I needed to do, but it was one of those things like I didn't know how long some of them would take, and then also I wouldn't finish them by noon if I just like sat here on my phone dilly-dallying. So I'm glad that I just like phone down, focus. So we grocery shop together. Check. Love that. I need to update my financial spreadsheet. So I talked about this in my 2024 reset video, like different like goals and stuff that I have for the year. And one of them is basically just sitting down once a week and seeing what I spent the previous week. And so for me, I also like to physically write it down because that's just a way for me to like be forced to see if I had any bad spending habits, and then I can correct those the following week. If I like only checked my money once a month, then I feel like I could have like a whole month of bad spending habits, and like that wouldn't be good. And then I'd correct it once a month. So weekly is better for me. And then I need to update my Notion habit tracker page. I also did a Notion tour in my 2024 reset, but I talked about how I think if I set up a habit tracker for like a full month or even the full year, and I had like a bad week or a bad couple weeks, I could totally just like say forget it and like not do it anymore. So I just have like a weekly one I do, and then every week, like every new week, I just reset the dates, and that way it's like fresh start. So last week I just didn't really track things in general. So I just want to kind of get back into it. So I set up the dates. I do like a Sunday through Saturday thing. So that is set for this week. I wanted to pay my Capital One like credit statement. It was like whatever my balance was. I just wanted to pay it. And then there are 2 subscriptions I wanted to cancel, but then I was uncertain if like me canceling them would like delete the credits that are on the account. So I went ahead and put a reminder on my like Google Calendar. So like, hey, in basically a month, like cancel these subscriptions. So I feel good about that. Those were the things that I knew I needed to get done and like were on my mind last night thinking about today. And then I don't know what I want to do next, but I am filming a second video throughout this week as well. And so I went to start the book last night, and I got like 15, 16 pages in, and then I was like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, because I read book 2, so I'm like on book 3 of a series. I read book 2 like a year ago, and I was like, I'm not remembering enough details. So then it made me go on YouTube and see if anyone had done like one of those kind of deep dive plot summaries of the book. Carrie Can Read, I think is what her account is. Yes, she did that. So it's a 2-hour and 45-minute video, and I've been watching. I started it last night. Well, I had to watch part 1 last night, which was an hour. I got to part 2. I did 30 minutes of it last night, and I was like, okay, I'm so tired. So then as I was doing stuff this morning, I was playing it. So I have about 25 minutes left of that. And then once I'm done with that, I can start reading that book again. This has helped me so much. There's just like so many details. I was just like, okay, I'm struggling. So thank you, Carrie from Carrie Can Read. So I'm going to finish this video, and then I'll probably figure out if I want to start reading or if I need to do anything else that I'm forgetting. So I'm watching the Chiefs game. We're currently up 14-7, and you just watched the fumble. I was just trying to film a little clip being like, hey, watching the game, and then fumble recovery. How freaking exciting. Okay, I changed into my red hoodie. I literally just ordered a Chiefs sweatshirt because I have a Mahomes jersey that my mom got me for Christmas, I think 2 years ago, and then I have a Chiefs like t-shirt. But I'm like, girl, queen of sweatshirts and hoodies, how do you not have either of those? So I just ordered one. I was like stuck between like 3 different ones, and ultimately I decided on this like black sweatshirt. I'm buying them from Abercrombie, so I know the quality is good. The price hurts me a little bit, but the quality of their sweatshirts are so good, so I'm excited to see how this one comes in. I've gotten their like basic like hoodies and stuff before that I love, so we'll see. But I was like, girl, I'm sick of not having like a Chiefs sweatshirt or hoodie, whatever. Okay, I'm going to continue my journey. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. So I'm gonna read this one alongside another one, because this one I want to annotate, so it's just gonna take a little longer, so I just don't want to rush that. And I think at times when I don't, like, I want to be doing this and I'm doing this for a video, but then I want to choose a book that I don't want to read for a video. So I think I'll end up doing this one also this week because it's the last book in that trilogy. So I definitely want to finish this. It came out last week, and if you watched last week's weekly reading vlog, I started it. I read like 30 pages or something, but my brain like refused to just read. Like I needed an audiobook alongside it. So I switched gears to audiobooks that I had already checked out from my library, and then like I had the physical book with me. So I put that on hold, but it wasn't because I wasn't liking it. It's just like my brain would not focus on the words. I feel like the girlies that like get it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna continue to watch this game. I'm gonna read some of that book, do some annotating, and I'll check in with you guys later in the game. The Chiefs won, so we're headed to the Super Bowl, so that's obviously very exciting. I did go ahead and put this down because I kind of just didn't want to have to film for the other video. I didn't want to have to think about reading and annotating. I kind of wanted to be able to like maybe read a book alongside watching the game a lot more easily, so I did go ahead and pick up Destroy the Day. Hello, it's giving Chiefs. I don't make the rules. This book. So I am 126 pages in. I'm on chapter 9. I did go ahead and restart this. So I talked about how I read the first like 35 pages. I think it was last week. And my brain just like couldn't process words at the time. I wasn't reading it alongside an audiobook to kind of like help me focus. So I was like, I just need to restart this book in case I like missed parts of the first 30 pages. So I'm glad that I did that. It just kind of helped me get into it again and have those mini refreshers. I love her writing. I love so much of this. So I talk about the Cursebreaker trilogy, and I talked about how I went into it thinking that it was like this fantasy romance with the perfect balance of the two, you know, like that 50-50. That wasn't true. And I think it's because I started reading A Curse So Dark and Lonely after Defy the Night, the first book in this trilogy, and you do have that. Like, this trilogy has so much more of that 50-50 fantasy romance going on, and I love that. And I will say that I really love, just now reading so many of her books, I love how she balances the different POVs, because you're not guaranteed to have the same POVs in every single book, just from my now experience in her writing. But I will say that it just makes the most sense how she's structured this and the balance of how you have each of those POVs, because think of this world as having like kind of two plot lines going on, and so we have one plot line and one POV of this situation, but then this situation is a lot more complicated and we kind of need two POVs handling it over here, and that makes the most sense. So I just love how she balances all three though, so you are being kept up to date with everything going on. And I love how she mixes in the side characters that you're not getting the POVs from, because the conversations that, you know, everyone has, like, I just feel like I gained so much from her writing. So love the way she writes, and she just makes it so bingeable, just how short the chapters are and everything. Like, I'm just constantly like, oh, I'll just read, you know, one more chapter, but then I've read 5 or 10 chapters and I'm like, well, there went that idea. So I like where this is going. I love these characters so much, and I'm very interested to see how this ultimately will tie up together. Like, there's a lot going on in this book, so I'm eager to see how it goes. But I think I'm going to put this down for now and like relax, go eat some food, and just chill out for a bit, and then I don't know if I'll pick up this one again or continue on with Destroy the Day. So I'll relax a little and I'll give you an update when I have it.
To see from the moment we arrive. Cornelia, you are one who will survive.
Good morning, happy Monday. It's almost 7 a.m. so I'm about to hit the ground running with work. I've kind of talked about it before, but one of the contracts I'm on, we have these morning and afternoon shifts that a few of my coworkers take on and, you know, rotate around. And if I have the morning shift, it pretty much means I have to be on my laptop by 7 a.m. and I have a meeting at 8 a.m. Like, so I'm pretty much like prepping for that immediately. It's not an easy way into the workday. And so I told myself that instead of like setting my alarm for pretty much like 6:55 to get as much sleep as I can before having to wake up and do work, I want to set it for 6:30 anytime I have the morning shift, so I can like kind of have a slower wake up time before I have to like dive into stuff. I just feel like that may just make things a little happier on my side and less like groggy. I put my laptop out here this morning, so it's not just like right by my bed, things like that. I even laid out my clothes this morning because I'm gonna head to the office. I just like wanted to make things easier for myself, but also like get me up and out of bed sooner. I feel like when I start my day, just grab my laptop, laying in bed and like trying to do everything with my eyes like half shut, like that's just like not a good way to start your day. So making the effort this week and seeing how it goes. I also filled up my cup with like water and liquid IV so I can drink this along the way. I also want to have like water, and I made coffee, as you see. So I'm now gonna get to work at 7:01. So I'll see you probably after I have my morning meeting and everything. Okay, I just heated up my coffee so I could actually drink it while I got ready. But I forgot to update you guys that this morning I got an email back from that vacuum company that I like did that review for. They're like, oh, if you like submit, you know, us that you did the review, you can get a $30 like, Amazon gift card. And I was like, slay. So I got word back that like I got it, and I redeemed a $30 gift card to Amazon. So I'm gonna use that towards my book buying stuff, because I said for my book buying band plan for 2024, I'm only using like gift cards and reward points like on my like credit card type thing towards books. And so I'm like, slay, $30 that I can use towards books, because I don't think I could use a $30 gift card towards any bookstore. Well, actually, though, you can hunt on different books that are on Amazon. It will say like who the seller is, and oftentimes you can find actual like bookstores that are like selling their used books or even new books through Amazon. So I will try to like hunt for that when I am using it. But I was just so happy because I was like, obviously a girl is trying to figure out her money and trying to figure out ways to earn money to go towards books. Okay, why isn't this focusing? I haven't even moved. I told myself that if I hit 5,000 subscribers, then I would get a new camera. Like that was kind of my reward to myself, if you will. And I really want to get the wide angle camera, so it's pricey. So I just told myself, like, if you hit 5,000 subscribers, like, get the camera. So we'll see if that happens this year, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and actually get ready now. Just packed my bag. Obviously, I'm ready, and I'm gonna head to the office. So I actually have my water today. Feeling pretty proud of myself, and I think I will be there for the full day today. I feel like I just have a lot of different things to do, so I probably won't see you until like 4 or 5 o'clock. I am home. I got out of like my jeans and everything. Obviously, grabbed the blanket. I feel so tired now that like I got home. I actually didn't feel too bad. It's currently 4 o'clock, and I'm just like, yeah, now I'm tired. And I just realized I think it's because I worked 9 hours straight. My shift, like, I started work today at 7. So if I started at 7, and I didn't really have lunch today, like I didn't take a lunch today, 9 hours. That's why I think I'm like, okay, now I'm tired. So I'm going to watch some YouTube for a little bit, and then I'll maybe read later. I just know right now, like, I just want to sit and watch YouTube. Good morning, happy Tuesday. I can't believe it's only Tuesday. I don't know, my brain was just like so confused yesterday and this morning that it's like Monday, Tuesday, beginning of the week. I don't know. Yesterday, I did not end up being able to read at all, which sucked because I wanted to, but stuff just kept coming up. You know, I got home around 4 and I was like, I just want to like lay for a minute and watch some YouTube. And like I did that for maybe 30 minutes, and then I grabbed my computer and finished editing my weekly reading vlog because I wanted that to go up tomorrow so that I can film my January reading wrap up and February TBR tomorrow, and then I can go up Friday. So like that was already in my head. But as soon as like I was finishing that and it was exporting, all this work stuff came up, and I ended up working like another 3.5 hours. So like I clocked 12.5 hours yesterday. My brain felt that. It felt that. By the time I was done, it was like 10 p.m. and I was just exhausted. So no reading for me. That's fine. I actually want to finish that book today because of the reading wrap up tomorrow. Like, I'd love it if I could just finish that book and be able to include it. So that's kind of a goal I have today. Because of how much I've worked in this pay period, I basically need to do the bare minimum of what's required of me for the last like few days of this week, because otherwise I'd be working like overtime for fun, and I don't really want to do that. If something comes up and I have to, that's one thing, but like I don't want to just do extra stuff. I don't have to do extra stuff to fill my time, so to speak. So that's where I'm at. Therefore, I want to read this morning. I have a meeting in a little under an hour that I have to do a little prep for, but it shouldn't be too much. And then I should be good for a couple hours, and then I need to do the morning or the afternoon shift thing for a contract. I don't know if I said it, but I thought I was going to have to do the morning one today. Learned late last night that I'm actually the afternoon person today. So thank God I slept in a little bit, and here we are. I think I'm going to head to the office for a few hours when I'm on that afternoon shift, but then I hope to come back here by like 2 o'clock or so. That way I can just kind of be here, multitask, all that fun stuff. So that is how last night went, and that's kind of my plan for today. I really want to finish Destroy the Day, and I need to make a thumbnail for that weekly reading vlog. That's like my main like personal tasks of the day. And then whatever work throws at me, I guess. So okay, I will check in with you guys probably before I'm heading to work. Just finished my meeting. I was able to read a couple chapters before it started. Oh my gosh, guys. This book. I made a protein smoothie. Like, I'm just a happier person when I don't have to like cook a meal, but I get all the things, all the nutrients. It's currently 9:20. I'm probably going to read for about an hour and then get ready for work, head in, and go from there, I guess. Guys, it's 10:38 and I need to get ready to go to the office, but I couldn't stop reading. Okay, I'm probably a little less than halfway through. I mean, it looks pretty halfway, but I'm on chapter 18, page 264. It's so good. Like, you know what I think I really like about this trilogy over the Cursebreaker trilogy is, like, one, yes, like, there's more romance, great, live, laugh, love, but I think the element of that is, like, there's this relationship that we have that is just so obvious, like, I mean, in the best way, like, you know, like, we get that romance from them, and then there's this, like, underlying slow burn that I'm like, now wait a damn minute. What? And now I'm just like, I love slow burns. Like, I love slow burns, but I just didn't expect that, right? This is so good. I'm trying to remember. I think we did get that kind of starting actually in book 2. And then here, like, we just still see it. And we're just, like, on the edge of our seats. Like, if you know, you know. And I'm just like, is this, like, gonna be something? Like, am I imagining this? Like, what's going on? So, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. At this point, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what so far I would, like, critique. I can't think of anything at this point. I love how I talked about, like, there's kind of these two plot lines going on. I love the balance of them in the first half of the book. Because I feel like she doesn't just, like, switch chapter to chapter, like, you're following this, next chapter you're following this. Like, she gives you a few chapters of one thing and a few chapters of the other, so you're not just, like, constantly getting, like, whiplash of going back and forth, and you don't really get to see, like, plot development type thing. So I like how she's pacing this, and I like how she's, like, switching back and forth with characters. Now, I will say, I'm missing one of the characters. So when do we get that POV back? I feel like I'm getting a lot of chapters now of this one character, which is fine. Okay, now we're good. Okay, I just have a couple more chapters and then we get back to the other plot. And I'm just like, I just haven't seen that POV in a minute. We're good, guys. It's probably like 15 pages, and I'm just being dramatic, but okay, I need to get ready to go to the office. I know that I'll be more productive if I sit there and work than if I, like, even for a few hours, than if I just sit here on my laptop and not really give it my all. So I'm gonna very quickly get ready and head to the office, and I'll see you in a few hours whenever I get back. Okay, we're a little crooked, and I just feel like we have to accept what it is. Oh, okay, you know what? It's good. So, I got 2 packages in the mail, and I'm awfully excited. One of them, I told you guys, we ordered, I think, this on Sunday. 2-day shipping. What? I love her. The quality. I have 2 Abercrombie, like, basic hoodies that I love. I mean, the quality's there. And now I don't have to choose between wearing a t-shirt or a jersey. I also have a hat. But now I'm just so excited to have this. I got a size small. So this is like, I think unisex. This is a small. So it's kind of like small men's if you think about it, which was perfect for me. Like, I knew that this would kind of feel a little big, but not like too oversized big. If I wanted something super fitting, I feel like it would be an extra small. So I love her. I gotta send a picture to my mom. And then the next thing I got is not as exciting, but we may end up doing it together in this video. There are these 2 things of dye. So one that's like a navy blue and one that's black. And I got them because I just keep accidentally bleaching my clothes. Like, the bleach container will accidentally like leak or something, and it like sprays on my clothes. So the black I think will be pretty easy, like, to like fix that type of stuff. But then I did it just to my, it's like a washed navy type of color, like on these sweatshirt and sweat shorts. And I just want to see if I can make it not look bleached, and maybe just like a weird other stain that's just a darker navy. We'll see. I don't know, but we should try these this week because I just want to test them out. It's only Tuesday. I still can't get over that. Okay, so tomorrow is kind of like my Saturday, if you will. So I have tomorrow off, and I have to do a lot of like YouTube stuff tomorrow. So we're gonna do that, and it's gonna be great. And I'm gonna probably get cozy, get comfortable, continue reading this sucker. After I send my mom my sweatshirt, she's gonna die. Okay, maybe we'll FaceTime her. Okay, that's my update for now. I'll check in with you guys later. Hello, it is like 5 o'clock. Yes, I put on this sweatshirt. I had to send pictures to people and show people, so here we are. But it's 5 o'clock. I've been home for a few hours. I wrapped up all my work stuff, but it's been so productive. I made my thumbnail for the weekly reading vlog tomorrow. And then, guys, someone DM'd me like, hey, I went to look at your wish list and like nothing's on it. And they're talking about from Instagram, because on my Instagram bio, like, I have a link tree, and a few months ago, it feels like a couple months ago, I made like an announcement, so to speak, saying, hey guys, I didn't realize that you can make, you know, like these public wish lists, just like my Amazons, on bookshop.org. And it's the same thing, but you know, you can kind of directly support your favorite bookstores in the process of like purchasing either books for yourself or purchasing like gifts for other people. And so I was like, this is so great. So I'm going to update my list this weekend. That didn't happen. And so when I got this DM from someone saying like, Queen, I was like, yeah, that's not you. That's on me, because I didn't do it. So I just sat down and I did it, and I was able to find most of the books from my Amazon one to the bookshop.org, and I like it, especially for people that like either want to surprise me, but also that's like I don't know super well, to the point like, oh, I definitely wouldn't ask JC for her address. That could be a little funky. But it's like you still want to kind of find a way to not buy from Amazon, but buy from a bookstore to send to something. You know what I mean? Okay. So I went ahead and kept both like the Amazon and the bookshop.org on my Linktree thing. And I'm going to link both down in my descriptions from now on. But I like it because it kind of gives people the option. So I've always said that, like, I created the Amazon wishlist. One, it's 99% of the time for myself, for me to just have a place that I can keep track of books that I want to buy, that I want to read, whatever. And then it was nice to be able to give to, like, friends and family over different, you know, holidays, birthdays, whatever. And they didn't have to buy from Amazon. They could just buy from the local bookstore and then, like, wrap it, send it to me, give it to me in person, whatever. So I just liked that part of it. So it's the same concept with bookshop.org, but they could also support directly a bookstore. So that's really cool. So I did update that. And I was just like, it's just something I need to do, and I feel good that I did that. And then, yeah, I did the work stuff, so all that kind of just took a little bit of time. So I just feel good. I feel good about what I accomplished. I haven't read anything. I was watching some YouTube, watching some basketball. I'm going to eat some dinner. I am starving, like stupidly starving. I had breakfast, I had some snacks throughout the day, and I had like a later breakfast, but I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm putting on a Peter Mon video. Guys, if you don't watch Peter Mon, what are you doing? If you like to just hear someone talk, watch Peter Mon. He is kind of bigger on the drama commentary stuff, which I don't really follow nor care about, but like, something about him just rambling, it's the best thing ever. So I follow mainly his like drama commentary channel and his daily vlogs. Like, this man posts on like 5 to 7 channels like every day. That's insane to me. So I'm gonna watch him while I cook. I'm gonna watch him while I cook dinner, and I'll check in with you maybe again tonight. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Man. Hello, hi, good morning. It is Wednesday. I think it's like 8:30. I hope it's no later than that. I woke up a little after 7 and I just laid in bed and I scrolled on my phone. So it was a very lazy morning, and that's what I wanted. Well, a lazy like start to my day. It's still the morning. But I have a lot of personal things to get done. Like, I say personal, like just not work things, but I still like have a task list I need to do. The main priority is my reading wrap up. I really need to film that today. And I just rewatched my November reading wrap up December TBR video. It's the first Bookmas video I did, and I really like how I did it. Like, that was fun. So I think that I want to do something similar for this one, and I think I did get feedback like in the comments saying like, oh, I like that this was different. So I was like, normally I would just like sit down, here's a stack of books, let me talk about it, here's what I'm going to be reading in the next month. But in this one, I was like, okay, for Bookmas, I want to do it different, but I think I want to kind of do that again. And I like went to get like a drink. I then like set up polls on Instagram to kind of help me choose, because I was going to be traveling, so that's kind of different. So maybe I'd have to figure out what I want to do there. And then I talked about the books. Oh my gosh. Let time pass, and then came back and gave those TBR like poll results. So I kind of want to do that again. Let me know if that's like in this video. Please feel free to let me know if that's like what you like, or do you prefer people to just like sit down and talk about the book? You know what I mean? Like, okay, we're here for the reading wrap up. Like, I just want you to sit down and talk about the books. Don't give me all that other stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go get ready for the day and try to probably film the reading wrap up first. I was actually debating if I should do it in here, and I kind of like this. I think the lighting's really good. I need to clean up some stuff, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna get ready, and I'll check in with you as we do stuff today. Okay, we are ready for the day. I was gonna do like dress cute and like a sweater or something, and then I was like, I just don't think that's the vibe for this video today. So sometimes I like to dress up more for sit down videos, just because I'm like, I literally just sit here. Hi. But I want to just have more of a chill vibe today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything situated and start filming that video, and then as we do the other things on my list today, I'll update you. Oh my gosh, guys, I just went through it. Okay, so it's currently 2:30. I am done filming that video. God, I love this sweatshirt. Sorry. I'm done filming it, so I mean, it was kind of a different video, and I love that. So I'm excited. It's kind of more similar to my November reading wrap-up video. If you watch that, well, hello, my wrap-up video, by the time you're seeing this, is already out. But, okay. I have quite the TBR that I set up for myself, so ask me how terrified I am. Oh well. So like I said, it's 2:30, and I actually really need to head to the library. I have some books that I need to pick up that are on hold and available, and then I have 4 books to return. So let's go do that now. Guys, this is just like a mess. Okay, you guys come with me. Oh my god, there's 3 books. I don't have a big enough hand. There we go. Okay, put them down here. This guy also needs to come with me. Oh my god, I need a big enough bag. Guys, I did a thing. I don't want to talk about it. No one judge me. But I did a thing today. And I'm going to treat this one differently. Because let me show you. Well, even this one's a good example. You can kind of see it at the top. But it is no longer a circle. It got messed up in my washer where I couldn't put a lid on it anymore. And that's the same with this one. You can kind of see it on the left here. So I can't actually use them like normal anymore, which sucks. So I'm glad to have a venti cup that I can actually use fully like normal. Okay, this is a little bright. Is it a little bright to you? I don't know if that helped anything, but I just got back from the library. I am starving, like starving, but I picked up Catching Fire and Mockingjay. Listen, I would love if I was able to accomplish that this month. We'll see. After the TBR just set for myself, these 2 are on the back burner, but I need them because I already have the Hunger Games. So I think I have low blood sugar. I'm tired and my tummy is mad at me. It's growling aggressively. So I'm going to figure out some food stuff right now, at least like a little snack, and that way it can time me over closer to like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and then I can make a dinner. But I need a snack now. I'm feeling much better. It is 4:10. So I am currently importing all the footage from my wrap-up video that I filmed today, so hopefully I can do a bit of editing on that tonight. And I'm going to turn on some more YouTube. I have a to-do list. I have things that I'd like to do. I got most of them done. I need to update my Notion page, but that'll be easiest to do on my laptop instead of my phone, so I'm just going to hold out on that. And then I do want to do a bit of planning on my February reading journal spreads. And there's 2 then spreads I need to do, or at least account for when I'm doing that, because I originally had, let me show you. Okay, my mom's screaming through the TV girl, stop using random objects as a tripod. I didn't get you that new tripod for nothing, but you guys are sitting on my Yeti cup because the tripod's in the other room. But I mean, look at this height, it's perfect. Okay, so my reading journal. I want to update how I did something. So, for starters, this is my Jaycee's library, and I'm just kind of filling in books as if it was a library, and you're adding books to your collection. So that's why they're not all pre-filled out with books drawn. So I've written in the names of the books that I read this month, and they aren't colored yet because I don't know what color scheme that I want to do. Who is it? I think it's Destiny, but also it was Rachel who talked about it. But Rachel said that she was coloring these in based on the month, so it kind of represent what book she read that month. And I kind of like that idea, but also it's pretty common to color them based on the type of book that you listen to, whether or not it's an ebook or a physical copy, maybe a library, audio only, so things like that. So I'm trying to figure out what color scheme I want to do, so therefore right now I am just writing them in, and I'll figure out the colors later. Then I filled out my 2024 bracket for the month of January. Evergreen won. I mean, that is the single book that got 5 stars, so what can I say about that? I did add one new release. It's called January's. It's by Olivia Blake. Comes out in October. I saw her announce that, and I was screaming. Wow, so many books came out this month. There we go. I had 5 written down for this month, so that's kind of crazy. Oh, but 3 come out next month, including Fangirl Down and then Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I'm definitely going to read Fangirl Down, like, ASAP. I feel like that's one of those books that, like, I want to read soon, like, as far as a new release, but I am behind, obviously, on Magnolia Parks, so it doesn't really make sense for me to really push that any sooner. Okay, so then I updated my January spread, and like I updated my page tracker. I have today left, and we'll see if I get to reading. There's just so much other stuff that I need to do today, so I just don't know if I'll be able to read it all. Updated how many books that I read, and then this is the final page, and it had like some stats, my TBR, book spot, etc. And then I had this blank at the time. So I was like, oh, I don't want to start a February spread. Oh, come on, focus. What is your deal? So I didn't want to start a like February spread on this. Like I feel like I needed to start like a new day. You know what I mean? New day, new set of pages, whatever. So then I was like, okay, do a Defy the Night trilogy like spread thing. And then I started this and I was like, I just don't have the room that I want for this, like, because there's 3 books I'm trying to represent here. So I'm going to scratch this page. I'm going to end up turning this into an evergreen spread. So that's the single book that I gave 5 stars this month. So I want to transform that here. So I'll just like, I'm going to take down my printer. It's up in my closet. And I'm going to like print off like different photos that kind of give the vibe, you know, of evergreen. And then be able to cover this stuff. I'll also try to find a way to like maybe use other paper to cover this if necessary. So I'm going to transform this page and then use the next 2 pages as a Defy the Night trilogy spread. I was like, it needs 2 pages to give all the love and attention that it deserves. It needs 2 pages. And then I can start my February spread. So I already saved some stuff like on Pinterest. Anytime I see cute like reading journal things, I always save them to one of my boards on Pinterest. So I have ideas of what I want to do in February, but I kind of want to nail that down because obviously February starts tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll be able to do it today. Maybe I'll be able to do it some on Friday because that's my next day off of work. So we will see about that, but it'd be nice if I planned it so then Friday I could just kind of have a reading journal day. That could be fun. Okay, that's what I wanted to share. That stuff's uploading or importing, whatever. We'll see how that goes. I'll watch YouTube for now. And I think that's it. So at 6 o'clock, I have some training to do with one of our relatively new hires. It just takes time to train them on all the stuff. So I'm going to hop on at 9 and do a little bit with him. And I have one more work thing that I need to do tonight as well. I can do it as soon as now, honestly. But I figured I would just wait and like not work until 6 and then do the stuff with him. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And I'll update you maybe once more tonight. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I have a full work day today and I was actually going to go into the office, but Southern California is having like this whole rain event thing. So it's raining all day today. And I just rubbed my nose because I have those marks from wearing my glasses and it's aggravating me. But it's 11 o'clock. I did not have a slow start to my morning. Like I did wake up at 6:30 with hopes of like 30 minutes to kind of wake up and get going. It just didn't work out like that, so that kind of sucks. But it's been a very go, go, go morning. So I'm finally having a break, like a stopping point. I'm going to make some coffee, probably do a bagel with cream cheese. Like that's just like a bread full, you know, filling thing. So I'm gonna do that and I'll check in with you guys like probably after I'm situated, but I just wanted to at least say hello, hi, good morning. Good morning, happy Friday. I have off work today. Today is kind of like my Sunday. So on Wednesday when I had off, I really packed it full of a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. Like I was filming all day, running errands, editing. It was just a lot to do. And so today I want to be a bit more chill, but still get some stuff done. So I do have a list on my phone, like kind of a continuous list of things that I need to do. So I hope to get a bunch of this done today, but if not, that's fine. I need to update my Notions 2024 goals page. I did my like finance, like update stuff last week or sometime earlier this week, but I don't think I updated my Notions 2024 goals page, so I want to do that. I need to at least sketch out my February like monthly spread and my reading journal because it's February 2nd and I haven't done that yet, so I at least want to sketch it out, if not completely just do it today. It shouldn't be a ton. I want to start Peter Pan, so I want to read Never. And Jessa Hastings suggested that you read Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie to kind of understand which origin story she took from as inspo. So I want to do that because I think that will help me better understand the foundation of Never going into it. I saw that Rachel Catherine did it, and I think the way she talked about it really helped her. And then getting feedback from other people on Instagram, I think that would also help. So I know there's a ton of mixed reviews on this book, and I think doing this will help because, guys, the origin stories of Disney, like movies, books, not good. Definitely not like the movies. I want to read 1 hour of ACOWAR and I have to film for it. So it's just a way for me to tell myself, like, continue with this book. I know you think you don't have time to read, but like you do, so do it. Otherwise you're never going to get through this book. Because there is a mental blocker, like I can't just pick up the book and read it. Like if I'm filming a video for that book, like I kind of have to be also in the mindset of like wanting to film. So there's a balance there. So I want to do 1 hour of that. I need to edit an Instagram reel that I filmed on Wednesday. It shouldn't take too long. I think the entire footage is 1 minute and it's breaking down to probably like 20 seconds, if that. So that will be easy peasy. I need to check that my YouTube video went live. I'm pretty sure it did, but let me just double check. Yes, it did. Okay, and then I also scheduled an Instagram post to go up. So did that. Yes, so both of those are checked off. We love that. I think that's mainly it. Like those are kind of the things that I want to do today. Wow, this is really, really bright now. I can't deal. Like we have like, partly cloudy weather, and so like the sun's coming like, in and out of all that. Okay, I'm gonna figure out kind of what I want to do first. I'm gonna just kind of, you know, wake up, get situated, all that stuff, and then we'll tackle some of this to-do list today. Okay, I just put on this workout set and I am full on like reminiscing about when I was an athlete, when I had a consistent workout routine, just like had a reason to put on a workout set. I miss it because the way I like kind of move my body and stuff now, like I'm just wearing whatever, I'm doing whatever, I walk around a lot, you know, shoot baskets. I just don't have a routine. So I don't go to the gym, put on a workout set, and this just makes me feel so good. This is from Set Active. So I love their brand. It's definitely pricey. I only have a couple sets from them. I think they're worth the price point. They're not the like most expensive out there, but they're also not like cheap, so it's worth a couple sets. But I don't recommend, you know, going and blowing all your money to just have Set Active sets. Guys, look at all my books from my TBR. I need to organize those today because I just threw them there from when I was filming. But I want to head to a coffee shop, so I'm gonna like grab a sweater or something to throw over this, but I figured today's the perfect day to go rot in a coffee shop because I can go to the one that I don't really need the Wi-Fi for. I can use my hotspot for the couple things that I need to do on my computer, but other than that I plan to like journal and read and things that I don't need Wi-Fi for. So figured it'd be perfect and it gets me out of the house, and that will probably just help me mentally because yesterday I was just like rotting all day because it was raining all day. I was just so tired, and I think just getting up and out of the house will be good. Okay, I packed my bag. We're ready to go. Guys, look at this bow. Like, she's so cute. I did also make a protein smoothie I put in this cup because I didn't want to spend money on food at the coffee shop. I just want to spend money on a drink, trying to be a little smarter, you know, so alright, let's go. Guys, I'm embarrassed to say I just opened my door and it is too cold. Like, too cold. So we're scrapping the sweater and we're just gonna wear the puffer jacket. I know you guys are thinking like, well, what do you want to wear, the sweater and the puffer jacket? No. I can't make it make sense, but
what if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach?
okay, I am back. That was pretty successful. It did not go as planned. it was a little hectic. So it kind of sucks because like I like that place because it totally gives that like local coffee shop feel. But if it's like busy in there, I cannot relax in that environment. Just like the way it's set up and like the different tables and everything, I'm like, I don't feel calm, cool, or collected right now. So that part kind of sucked. But also work this morning. So I just had so much work stuff pop up. I did not anticipate any of that. I thought maybe I'd have to answer a couple Teams messages when I first woke up. But no, there's so much more that just came up that people need my feedback on. They need me to do something. So I ended up working for like over an hour at the coffee shop when I first got there. And then I was able to like kind of switch gears and I accomplished some stuff on my to-do list. So I do feel really good. Let me just pull it up. So I did update my Notions page for my 2024 goals. I updated my financial spreadsheet. I paid my Capital One credit card. And I did sketch out my February spreads for my reading journal. So I only had 3 pages that I need to do, but it was kind of like figuring out what I wanted them to look like and how I wanted them to be different from last month. So I like how they've turned out on the sketch. I have a couple supply stuff coming tomorrow, like a new, like a ruler, some like paper paper cutter type things, like for corners and stuff if I wanted to add that. So just little things, and I'm like, okay, let me just hold off on actually like putting marker and pens to paper until that stuff's here tomorrow. And I also journaled in my like emotionary, so that was successful. I didn't get any reading done, but like I said, like I could not like chill there. Something about it. Also though, so I always joke that I like go to a coffee shop, like my current method of dating is let me just go to a coffee shop and like look cute and mysterious and then hopefully a guy will talk to me. We're unsuccessful so far, but there was a cute guy that came in and I was like, he's cute. And then he sat down at the table next to me and I'm like, okay. But then he kind of like looked upset, not like sad, but like annoyed at something. And then he was like calling someone and like looking at the like door maybe. So it's like, I don't know if he expected someone and then like they were coming. Like, I don't know. So I was like, he's not giving super friendly, approachable vibes. So maybe don't interact with him. So we at least had a cute guy come in. That's a step in the right direction. But yeah, we'll get there. Okay, I'm gonna probably set up my computer so I can import the footage I wanted to edit for my Instagram reel that I think I'll post tomorrow or Sunday. God, this is like really struggling to focus. But it'll only take like a couple of seconds for that to import and everything, but I just figured I should do that now and then maybe I'll edit it now or maybe I'll get to reading. I don't know, but I do need to eat something. It's currently 3 p.m. and I do have dinner plans with my friend. Okay, seriously, what's going on? Guys, why is it like, I don't know. Okay, I do have dinner plans with my friend. Tonight we're gonna go get sushi together, but it's like, there's no way we're gonna eat at an earlier time. Like, it's definitely gonna be later because she doesn't get off work until 6. And then it'll take her like 40 minutes, I assume, to get to me. So I'm hoping she gets to me by even 7. And then we have like 30-40 minutes to drive to where we're going. So I just feel like we won't eat until relatively late. So I'm thinking that I need to eat something now. And then I'll be like actually hungry for dinner. Because if I don't eat and I'm like, oh, let me just hold out for dinner, then I'm going to take like 1 bite of sushi and be full. Because my stomach is just sitting here shrinking. So I want to eat, make it big, and then be able to eat again tonight. Makes sense up here. And there's some scientific whatever, but like the words I'm saying, they make sense to me. Okay, I'm gonna figure stuff out and I'll touch base with you guys later. Okay, I just got ready. So I just have on this dress, a cardigan, these shoes, and we are good to go. I also switched the color of bow, so I just went with something comfy, cute. You know how girls are. Like, I had to text her like, okay, what's the vibes? Like, what's the vibes? And so we are going with like cute but casual, you know? Like, this is a dress I could probably dress up or down. So, okay, I'm going to get sushi and I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Guys, I am so tired today. Like, I was so tired last night. Let me just sit. Okay, I took my, hair clip out because it was driving me nuts. But I am so tired. Like, last night was so fun. We obviously went and got sushi, and that place was so good, so we will definitely be going back. We basically got 2 different rolls to try. We got some edamame. We got, this fried matcha ice cream. That was divine. It was so good. And I wasn't, disgustingly full. Like, every time I feel like I've had sushi, I'm usually, stupid full because sushi is so filling. So I was just very happy about that. And so then we just talked. Girlies being girlies. We just talked for a while. And then I think she left my place around 10:45, something like that, kind of late. And then maybe it was earlier than that. And I'm just so lost on time. No, I think it's about 11. And so then I had work stuff come up. Live, laugh, love. So I worked for an hour and a half on stuff. And I mean, that sucks, but it needed to get done. So I knew I needed to do it, but it just kind of sucks when that stuff happens. So then it was probably around midnight or so that I was okay, now I am done with this and I can work to go to bed. But then you have to wind down for bed. So I did that, and I probably didn't go to bed till 1 or so. But when I did, I was knocked out. I was so tired. I woke up 6-7 hours later in the same position type of tired. So yeah. And then I realized so I woke up around 7, maybe, finally changed sleeping positions, got up at 8, and I was and then I finally got up at 9, and then laid in bed scrolling on my phone for a bit. But I realized I probably should have checked stuff earlier for work because, I still haven't done that, because the messages I saw around 7 or 8 definitely later clicked that, wait, that means you haven't done the stuff that you were going to do overnight because stuff went wrong. So I should have checked stuff a little sooner. So I'm going to go do that now. But overall today, I really hope to read because I'm tired of not having the time and energy to read over the last couple days. I want to do my February reading spreads because that just sounds fun to be able to just sit and do some art stuff. And then I do need to work today. I work today. It's the weekend. So, but it's very chill. We don't have the normal weekday kind of hustle bustle of people doing stuff. So it's really very chill for me to just be on my computer and do my own thing. So maybe I'll go somewhere to do it. It could be nice to get out of the house just for my mental sanity more than anything. Not let myself rot in my home, I don't know. It's been a very mentally, emotionally exhausting work week. So I'm just wanting to not feel that way. Okay. I'm going to just kind of get going on stuff, and I'll check in with you guys when I have an update. It's almost noon, and I went ahead and decided to check work stuff immediately because I was just thinking okay, what's going on? I had a couple questions already asked of me this morning that I was I should probably just kind of get my bearings in the space world. So I did that. I feel better. And now I was going to have breakfast. But guys, I have nothing to eat. I'm missing enough ingredients of things. I have my bagels, but I don't have cream cheese. I have this much of milk left, so I couldn't do a smoothie. I can't have cereal. So I think I need to go to the grocery store. I don't want to. I don't want to, but I really need to. And I do have a small list of stuff. And my HelloFresh just got delivered. So I think I'm going to run down and get that first. And then I'll put myself together enough to go to the grocery store. The KU Jayhawks play in 45 minutes. Okay, I'm going to have to be quick. But I threw on some merch from them to represent them today. But I just want to see what I got from HelloFresh, and then I can adapt anything I need from the grocery store. I forgot what meals I got, so this is so great. Okay, I got this one, which is one of my favorites. I've had this every time I can. I get it.
And then this is the black bean and green pepper flautas. Sorry, not pronunciation, but this is what they look like. I've also had these before, but it's been a hot minute. So these are so good. So I'm gonna put these away, and then I already have a list on my phone. Give your friends a free box, $15 off their second and third order. Oh, okay. So it's like one of these, like your first box is free, and then you also have discounts on the next two. I mean, if anyone wants it, message me on Instagram, because I feel like I've given all my free boxes away to like all my friends and family at this point. So if you've been interested in trying HelloFresh, message me on like Instagram, and we'll just give you that. Okay, so I'm back now. It's like 1:45 or so. I have the KU game on. I started about 45 minutes ago. I didn't take you guys with me to Target. It was busy. I mean, for me, if it's like 3 people in my area while I'm trying to get stuff, like I get anxious. I just want in and out. So there's definitely more than 3 people, but I'm just saying that's like my minimum of like when I start to get a little anxious. So got my stuff. I only needed a few things, so it wasn't really that much of a haul anyways. But when I got home, I took some Bookstagram pictures. I had this idea of what I wanted to do for like kind of highlighting romance books, and I was thinking about doing like, oh, like kind of romance recommendations. But then I was like, I don't think I have enough that I want to recommend as kind of these lighter romance books. I feel like, I don't know, like I don't want to recommend Love in Other Words again. You know what I mean? Like I'm always going to recommend it in my recommendation videos, like to be clear, but I just want to read more romances that I can recommend. So I was kind of going for kind of rom-com-y, fun, lighthearted-ish romance books that I want to be reading this year and on my physical TBR. So I took a bunch of photos. If you guys are like a part of Bookstagram, I feel like you get it. You have like 100 photos from one like shot that you're trying to get or one post that you're trying to make. And I'm like, why do I have 100 photos? Like, why? So I'm about to go through those, but I think they turned out really cute, so I'm very excited about those. And then, the last thing I did, so Powerless. I told you I was going to be buddy reading this, and I asked her like, hey, like, do you want to start this weekend? And she said yes, but then she had said like she was just kind of busy today, so she can't start till tonight. So I told her I would go through the book and kind of have these like benchmarks, if you will, these stopping points for us to get to. So figured 50 pages today and 50 pages tomorrow, because I just don't know how busy she also is tomorrow, and I figure she can't really read this till this evening. Like I don't want her to have to read a lot, and I also wanted to do stuff on my own during today, so I just didn't know if I would also want to like guarantee myself to read 100 pages today of this book. So 50 pages today, 50 pages tomorrow, and then about 100 pages a day after that. It's a 502 page book, so it's definitely hefty, but I'm so excited to read this, and I'm going to be doing a reading vlog for it, because when I posted on my Instagram polls for my TBR video, I asked if you guys wanted a Powerless reading vlog or a Never reading vlog, and Powerless won. I think I still want to do a Never reading vlog, but I know for sure I'm doing one here, so that's what that is, and I'm excited to start that. I think my Amazon package is going to be delivered soon. It says 3 stops away, so I'm going to hold out a little bit. I'm going to get all my stuff out for my reading journal February stuff that I want to do, and then wait for those package, like that package to get here. I'd made coffee before I left, and then obviously I changed back. I didn't want tight clothes, and then I already, you know, like, okay, envision like kids that go outside for recess. You come in, like they all come inside, and like they smell like the outdoors. You know what I mean? Like there's a scent to just being outside, and that's what my like sweatshirt smelled like from like going to Target and back. And I was like, I don't like this. So I changed back into this, and I like had this tank top on and some shorts. So I think I'm very sensitive today. Like very like sensory like overload. So okay, I'm gonna continue watching this game. I'll update you when I'm starting my journal stuff, because I'm so excited to show you guys definitely the final result, but maybe I'll throw in some like B-roll clips and stuff of me doing it. My package came. So I got this that's like you can cut different sizes, like different corners. Wow. Cutie down. That's like a closer look at it. So
How do you like... That is so cool though. Okay. And then I got a new short ruler and a new full ruler. Oh, and replacement of these, because this is like the best tape to use when doing bullet journal stuff. But this is gonna make my life easier because all the stuff I have now I've like cut at various times because I've used them with like X-Acto knives on accident. You can't control where it goes, or it's not clear. And I feel like also doing bullet journal stuff, so nice to have a clear ruler. Okay, I'm gonna eat this and then we'll get going on my February reading journal spread. I'm literally having like the time of my life right now, but this is her so far. Focus. So I have just the title and then the little letter, and then I have the background to do right now. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh my god, my feet. Oh, my knees, my body. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'll check in with you guys when this page is done. Okay, KU won. KU dominated, by the way, but my cover page is complete, and she is like so cute. I basically had a lot of different ideas that I liked, and I combined them all. So, I'm obsessed. Okay, on to the next one, which is my page tracker. I'm nervous about this one, though. I'm not going to lie, because it's different. It's different. So we'll see what I do. Okay, another page done. So this is at least what I have for now. I think I want to add something to the bottom. But this is my page tracker. So I just have like the dates, and I'll be able to put the actual like numbers and the hearts. I think it's adorable. The last one I have is like my reading log, and then where I can have some stats, and then my TBR written as well. So I think I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. Like I had a good time. I don't want to force myself to do more, but these are the 2 pages so far, and like I'm obsessed with this. This was fun. I had a good time. I finished Peter Pan. Hold on, I guess I have thoughts. Okay, I think I need to like clean all this up right now because it's making me really unhappy. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then I'll like sit up here and we'll talk about Peter Pan. Okay guys, Peter Pan. So I have the TV on, you're probably gonna see different colors and whatever on my face, but I did not rate the book in Goodreads. I marked it as like I read it, but for me, like Peter Pan and my feelings on Peter Pan, it is so entangled with like the movies and stuff that I've seen growing up. So I don't think wouldn't be a fair rating to like the book. It's the same thing with Harry Potter, where I'm like, all my feelings are so entangled with all those movies that I'd be like, oh my god, 5-star book. But it's like, the book is probably not 5 stars. You know what I mean? Okay. Also, I have all these jumbled thoughts. I'm not even going to try to make them cohesive, so bear with me. Are we mad at Peter Pan, or are we upset with Jay and Barrie? Because we have to remember, like, we can be upset with how Peter Pan is as a character, but Jay and Barrie is the one who created Peter Pan and then created all those views on women. Like, and also I'm going to talk about various, like, spoilers from this origin story. I feel like it's Peter Pan. I feel like we should just accept it. If you really don't want to, you know, click off the video, this is a warning. But one thing that killed me as this book finished is obviously like the kids go back home, right? And Wendy's mom tells Peter, oh, but don't worry, you can have my daughter once a year to come do your spring cleaning. So even the women, you know what I mean? Like even the women are like, women are good for cleaning, so you can get my daughter for once a year for that for you. You're welcome. And I'm like, excuse me? So, Peter Pan as a character though, like, his view on women, right? So he's a boy. He never wants to grow up. He's looking for a mom. Wendy. Wendy's there, and he's like, oh my god, you could be my mom. You could be the mom to the Lost Boys. You can tuck us in at night. You can feed us. He's totally appealing to also her feeling of wanting to be a mom. Like, you know, just having a young woman that's like, oh my god, I can't wait to be a mom because like it's that day and age. And like, obviously her mom is the way her mom is. So she's definitely like, you know, take my daughter for cleaning or whatever. So I get it. Like, and I knew that the origin story of any Disney movie I've seen is not as well as they kind of try to portray it in those movies. So it's like I knew Peter was not going to be a homie, right? But he is this very, like, conceited boy that has this view of just women are to be mothers. I need a woman to take care of me, but also, like, I'm the best thing in the world. I did all this. Like, Wendy helps him with his shadow, getting his shadow back on him, to him, however you want to phrase that. And at the end, he's just like, I'm so smart. I did this. And Wendy's like, I literally did it for you. And he's like, don't know what you're talking about. Like, he is just so that. And I'm not, like, it's more of an eye roll moment in just, like, today's age that I'm just like, freaking Peter. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. But now I have an understanding of where Jessa Hastings, like, is coming from when she said, like, this is the book I grabbed for my inspiration. Now I know that. Now I know heading into Never what type of character of Peter Pan I can expect. And also, I think it was Rachel Catherine that talked about this the Never book a little bit. And this does end, obviously, Wendy's growing up. Wendy has a daughter. And then, like, quickly at the end, it's like, you know, and that daughter has a daughter, and that daughter has a daughter. And every year, Peter comes and takes the daughter away for spring cleaning. Like, are you joking? Like, the narrator also throughout this, like, just the views on women killed me. So I get it now. I want to read Never. I now understand kind of where the basis is going to be from. I think that is going to help me be able to just not have this immediate, like, distaste, or it's like, I can't believe Jessa Hastings, like, may write Peter as this, like, conceited man that hates women. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people just didn't expect that from Never, and now I feel like I'm going to have a better understanding where it's like it's going to be a fair kind of assessment of everything. So I hope that made sense. 4.5 minute clip for what? But it's currently 5 o'clock. I really would like to make some dinner, I think. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to either start Powerless or continue ACOWAR. I just don't know which yet, so I think I still want to eat food because my brain's, like, feeling a little tired, especially with all the, like, bullet journaling stuff and, like, being very tedious and, not maybe tedious, but very detailed, I guess, with everything. So it's, like, required a lot of focus. So I will update you guys when I have an update, but it's been a good, chill day so far. Guys, look at my dinner. Focus on me now. Focus on me. Hi. It's a HelloFresh recipe. Like, I didn't have that for this week, but I had it. Like, I've just had it before. And so my uncle and I recently made it when he was here. And I was like, wait, I need to remember this because it's such a good one. So I just made this, and I'm going to eat, watch the basketball game. It's Tennessee versus Kentucky. So yeah, I'm going to eat, and then I'll probably do some reading. Good morning, happy Sunday. Yeah, happy Sunday. So it's like 10 a.m. or so. Let me give you a recap of my night last night. So I think I last talked with you and said, like, okay, I'm going to eat this food and then I'm going to go and do some reading. Yeah, that was cute. That was cute. Watched more YouTube videos. Like, I still have like 100 in my watch later because people just keep coming out with videos. So I was watching YouTube, and then I either, like, need to continue reading ACOTAR or start Powerless. So I was like, okay, I think I want to start Powerless. And then I was like, do I want to annotate it? So then I was like on the fence with that, and I was thinking about it, whether or not I did. So while I was thinking about it, I decided to do some work stuff I needed to do. So I spent a couple hours doing that. And then I was like, I think I do want to annotate Powerless. So now it's like 10:30 or something. And I'm like, no, it's probably like 10:30 or 11. It's late. And I'm like, okay, I think I do. So then I had to scour the internet because I was like, I don't know what tabs I want to use. Like, I don't know what, like, themes, you know, or like what each tab should be. So I was like, okay, let's see, like, what other people have posted on the internet about it. So then I went down this whole rabbit hole. I finally figured out tabs for it, and then I knocked out because I was tired. So yeah, I mean, it was semi like productive. The work stuff was really good. Like I had like a really good work session where I was just like focused and like doing my thing. And then I do feel good that I set up Powerless for annotation because now I can just get going on it. So I am buddy reading it, and she got like, I didn't hear back from her yesterday because I knew she was like out and busy, so I wasn't worried about the fact that I didn't read like the 50 pages I thought like we would do yesterday. So I was like, I'm not stressed. I can either do 50 tomorrow or like the 100 if she decides like we should just do the 100 today. So that's what I plan on starting that reading vlog today. Plan on reading some of Akatar today. I do have work stuff I need to do, so it should be a pretty chill day overall though, and pretty gloomy. I took a shower and tried to blow dry my hair to probably like 85%, so it's just been like air drying ever since, and I'm just like, I hate it. Like I hate this in between because I can't really like put my fingers through all of it because it's still kind of like tangles. Like I don't know. I'm not the only one here. I can't be. Okay, I need to like eat some breakfast, get together, but I think I want to go to a coffee shop today. To save myself the stress of filming 3 videos at one time today, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and I'm just going to focus on the 2 reading vlogs today while I do my work stuff. So I feel like this was a pretty good week. I feel like we didn't have as many like reading updates per se going on. It was a lot of like end of the month, beginning of the month stuff. So I was like doing the wrap up, trying to figure out what I wanted to be reading in February, setting up my, February spreads. I'll show that in the next weekly reading vlog, don't you worry. I plan to finish that today, so it should be a good upcoming week as well with all the reading updates, and like I'll try to give you guys some like behind the scenes stuff of the other reading vlogs and keep you up to date with that, and then hopefully pick up another book that I can just like give you guys updates on, like a normal book that isn't for another video, because I don't like reading just video books. Does that make sense? Okay, it does. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.